Soon after the release of the ABBA LP, a German charity foundation asked the group for a song for a compilation album which proceeds went to the battle against cancer. The four members had no new material. They would take 3 months more to do a new recording session, which would be the session for Dancing Queen and Fernando, but they really wanted to cooperate, so they decided to do something that they never did for ABBA and which would end up being a unique occasion. They decided to record songs not composed by themselves. Says Benny, "We were asked if we would like to contribute a song to this album, and since it would take too much time to write a new song, we decided to record this medley of folk songs. It was fun to do it. We felt freer because it wasn't our own material, and I think it turned out quite well." So, well, indeed, that Frida chooses it as one of her favorites from this ABBA era. They chose traditional American folk songs, which were passed from generation to generation. They were songs that both Benny and I liked, recalled Bjorn, and they were perhaps especially close to my heart, since it was the type of repertoire that we had in the Hootenanny singles. The title was "Pick a Bale of Cotton, on Top of Old Smoky, Midnight Special." ABBA got a funny, joyful result out of 3 fragments of songs well assembled, songs which original versions were not necessarily the most joyful ones in the world. "Pick a Bale of Cotton" is the first piece. After a brief solo intro by Benny at the piano, the drums break in and welcomes us to move our feet at the rhythm of the music. The girls sing, switching the lead vocals smartly with a wild Bjorn, who sings reminiscent of his work in Rock Me. The lyrics that they sing is childish. "Gonna jump down, spin around, pick a bale of cotton. Gonna jump down, spin around, pick a bale of day." The complete original lyrics goes farther ahead, more repetitively. "Pick, pick, 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 pick a bale a day. Pick, 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 pick a bale of cotton. Pick, 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 pick a bale a day." ABBA avoids such an enormous amount of repetitions, given a funny result with a song that was invented in order for the slaves to kill the time while they harvested cotton. The lyrics are a sad irony, given the fact that to pick a bale of cotton was something virtually impossible for a single person. After an agile Ola Brunkens move through the drums, Benny's synths introduce us to the dreamy On Top of Old Smoky, where Frida does a sweet solo performance, joined by her mates in an ethereal backing vocals. The result is a curious piece in the middle of the dancing mood, and ABBA has achieved, again, a melody to fly with, out of a song which was originally almost morbid. On top of Old Smoky, all covered with snow, I lost my true lover, for courting so slow. For courting's a pleasure, but parting's a grief, and a false-hearted lover is worse than a thief. So far, ABBA's version. The original lyrics follows: "A thief will just rob you and take what you have, but a false-hearted lover will lead you to your grave. The grave will decay you and turn you to dust. Not one boy in 100 a poor girl can trust. They'll hug you and kiss you and tell you more lies than cross ties on a railroad or stars in the sky." Not very ABBA-esque lyrics, aren't they? It is said that the Old Smoky is a mountain in the Central Appalachians, given that the melody sounds as the typical tunes of the Scottish and Irish people who lived in that area. There are other theories, but it is impossible to know exactly to which mountain the song refers to. Frida's voice is sustained while the instruments fade. It is impossible to explain the amount of noise and distortion that her voice suffers in this part of the song. Until, again, the powerful drums break in to close the medley with Midnight Special, maybe the most known of the three songs, popularized some years before by the rock group Creedence Clearwater Revival. It is a protest song, and the narrator is a parishioner. ABBA kept the lyrics almost intact, despite the references to hunger and the violence of the jailers, but in their version it sounds as something to laugh off. There are, nevertheless, small and big differences. The big ones. You go marching to the table, see the same old thing, ABBA's version. See the same dumb thing, original version. If you ever go to Houston, well, you better act right, and you better not gamble, and you better not fight, ABBA's version. You better do the right, you better not gamble, there, you better not fight, original version. For the sheriff will arrest you, then he'll take you down, and before you understand it, you're prison bound, ABBA's version. Or the sheriff will grab you and will bring you down, the next thing you know, boy, you're prison bound, original version. This song is believed to be sung in penitentiaries in many parts of the south of the United States. The first known lyrics are from 1905. ABBA closes the medley with an explosion of joy, where the girls sing like birds in vocal arrangements in the best ABBA tradition, while Benny creates melodies on his synthesizer, which deserve to be listened apart, alone.